Welcome to Game On for Women, a podcast. We're career guidance for women aiming high for a position in the gaming and or coding industry. We cover timely topics about how women can go about developing the skills to pursue a behind-the-scenes career in the game industry, both digital and analog. Yes, we still enjoy playing board and cozy games around here, with our goal of bringing our listeners content that is insightful, inspiring, and relevant to their unique journey on a weekly basis. Welcome to our very first trailer. I'm your host, Aya, for the Game On for Women podcast. And I wanted to briefly speak about what this whole podcast is about, how it came to be, and why I got inspired to even start it in the first place. For just full transparency, I do not have a professional gaming background. I come from more of the writing, storytelling, creative film development, film writing, screenwriting, film development, production. However, gaming has always been an outlet for me to just provide that peace of mind, that coziness, that, the times where you just want to just relax and not think. I feel like as creators, I was actually listening to a podcast the other day, and one of the women on the podcast said something that really resonated with me when she said, when you're really a thinker and you're creative and you're constantly moving things around, you're constantly shifting, and you're constantly figuring out how to make something work. And especially if you are in an upper management or like an executive producer position, which I've been in quite a bit of times, managing teams, even if it's just a small team of like four people. I managed a team for a project we did in Orange County a couple months ago, and that was the smallest team I've ever managed, but it was actually a lot more difficult just because of the things that were going on with that project. And I had to really ensure, because it was such a small team, everyone really had to be on their A game. I mean, I was only working with A players anyway. At the same time, we were entrusted with a really big project. And so I had to really make sure that there was very little wiggle room for anything to kind of really go awry. So I'm saying all that to say is I'm bringing that background with me and transferring those over into the gaming industry, which is really the biggest goal of this. So a lot of women are probably very similar to me. You have a background in something very different other than being air quotes professional gaming or professional gamer. You're most likely not an influencer. You're probably not even interested in being an influencer. In fact, you don't want to do anything on the front facing aspect of it. At the same time, there are very lucrative and really fulfilling opportunities in the gaming industry that do not require you to be on camera, that do not require you to have to go through all the nuance and all the stuff we'll dive into being a woman in the gaming industry. We'll talk about that in future episodes. However, wanted to really hone in on this is that you don't have to be a professional gamer to enjoy the podcast and to get something of it, because obviously we're here to learn, to develop and cultivate skill sets, and to pursue the aspect of gaming that makes sense for your unique positioning. And so I wanted to pose a question in terms of why are women or more women needed in the game development side, the game designer side, the game storytelling side, the game publishing side, versus just being the air quotes pretty face of gaming. And so we're going to dive right in on all these topics in the podcast. I wanted to welcome you all in. Go ahead and make your favorite cup of joy. I'm sipping currently a nice hot cup of chamomile tea where I put some fresh lemon juice to start the morning. And so, yes, I welcome you all in. I really want to make this a fun and interactive experience for everyone. So we definitely will be very active in our comment section. So if you're listening to this on YouTube, if you're tuning in on a clip on Instagram or TikTok, or if you're on our website, on a blog, please comment, please leave your questions. We really want this to be a two-way street, a two-way conversation. We never want to feel like we're talking at you. We were actually having a conversation with you. When I say we're, I mean myself and the guests, because I do have some really amazing guests that are going to be featured. And so I really want to make this a beautiful, creative, loving, nurturing, supportive environment for all women from all walks of life who have made the decision to get into the gaming, and they want to see how far it can take them, because they have some things that they really want to get out and birth into the world. And so this is just my way to give back to provide women with opportunities to do so. And so thank you so much. And I will see you in the next episode.